Okay, let's start with a question that might seem random. When's the last time you heard about a single healthcare announcement that actually made you feel hopeful? Because here's the thing, this news about 2 new surgeons in western New Brunswick. On the surface, it's a tiny blip. A local story about staffing. But if you dig deeper, it's a window into a massive, under-discussed crisis in Canada, and honestly, one that's probably affecting your life or someone you know, even if you don't realize it yet. So, the headline, 2 surgeons hired. Great, right? But here's what bugs me. Why does this feel like breaking news? In 2024, adding 2 surgeons to a region should be a footnote, not a headline that makes national links. And that's when it hits me, this isn't just about New Brunswick. It's about how we've normalized scarcity in healthcare. We're celebrating crumbs when we should be demanding a full meal. Personally, I think this reveals a dangerous pattern, governments and media treating systemic failures as temporary glitches. Oh, we'll just hire a couple more doctors. No. This is a band-aid on a broken bone. Let me break this down. Western New Brunswick isn't unique. Look at the regions listed here: Northern Ontario, Saskatchewan, rural BC. These are all places where healthcare access is a lottery. If you live in Sudbury or Prince Albert, your wait times, specialists, and emergency care options are fundamentally different from someone in Toronto or Vancouver. And yet, the structure of these news links, dividing provinces into hyperlocal silos, mirrors the fragmentation of our healthcare system itself. It's not a unified network, it's a patchwork of underfunded islands. What many people don't realize is that this local focus often distracts from the bigger question: why do we accept regional disparities as inevitable instead of fixing them? Now, let's dissect the surgeon's role. 2 people. How much can they really change? In my opinion, this highlights a paradox. On one hand, yes, every doctor matters. Families in that area will get care faster because of them. But symbolically, this announcement feels like a distraction. It lets policymakers off the hook for not addressing the root issues: training shortages, rural retention, the crushing bureaucracy that makes specialists avoid smaller communities. A detail I find fascinating: the way this story is framed, as a win when it's actually an indictment. 2 surgeons shouldn't be news, it should be the bare minimum baseline, with a plan to double that number over 5 years. And here's the deeper layer: this isn't just about doctors. It's about how we value communities. If you're a young surgeon, would you choose to work in a place where you're the only option for hundreds of families? Where the hospital might lack resources? Probably not. That's why these hires often end up being temporary. The real story here is the slow bleed of talent from rural areas, and the urban centers becoming healthcare oases while the rest of the country drowns in wait lists. If you take a step back and think about it, this mirrors trends in education, tech access, even grocery prices, centralization creating winners and losers. So what's the takeaway? Celebrate the surgeons, sure. But don't let this distract you from the bigger picture. This raises a deeper question: are we okay with a system where your health outcomes depend on your postal code? Because until we start treating these local stories as symptoms of a national failure, not just quirks of geography, we'll keep having these same conversations. 2 surgeons today, a new clinic tomorrow, but never the structural change that's actually needed. What do you think? Is this a start, or are we being sold a false sense of progress? Let me know in the comments, because this isn't just New Brunswick's problem. It's all of ours.